Hey, sir.
Alright, you can get ready. Over and come with you,
This would have been a nice housing event.
It's nice,
It's going to be perfect.
Yay!
Friday I'll be teaching mostly the same stuff, but probably a little more. Well, what room number is this?
416.
Oh, here, I'll pick some friends.
I even brought Fitness Friday. So I can promote it.
Thanks, Ashley.
Are you in housing?
No.
I know you're not, so I think it's yours. This is Wellness Week, so Michael has volunteered his services for me to be able to do this, but we're also doing a lot of events this week for wellness-related
I was
stuff.
just going to let you guys.
No, you're fine. Welcome. So Michael's going to do this, and then I'll tell you at the end of it. This event that we have to
She comes. Yeah.
Your email always makes me laugh. And specials. I'm not paying up.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not fancy, it's not. Straight to the point. Yeah, it's straight to the point. Exactly what the street survival. Doesn't look very cool, but it works. Can I do it first of all? Sure. Okay, well, I'll get started. My name is Michael Vargas. I'm a former United States Marine Corps Reconnaissance Marine Corps Sergeant. I did 8 years in the Marines and went to Iraq and Afghanistan. I was a green belt in the Marine Corps Martial Arts program. I'm currently a level A instructor, certified instructor from the International Capop Association, which is Israeli self-defense. And I also hold a orange and white cord in capoeira, which is a Brazilian dance fight. So, I know last semester they had a student get attacked on the bus or harassed on the way home, and it was kind of an issue. I think it was a young lady who got kind of harassed by an older woman and came and pushed her, and she followed her to housing. So I'm just here to give you a couple of basics of self-defense and situational awareness, so you guys can get yourselves out of those situations and keep yourself out of those situations. So first off, let's talk about situational awareness. The reason that anyone gets in a fight is because they let themselves get into the fight. The best way out of a fight, the best way to win a fight is to never get in it at all. So if you can talk your way out of it, I'd much rather talk my way out of a fight than actually have to hurt someone. Because I don't want to deal with cops, I got to deal with possibly getting hurt. I got to deal with if I got my girl with me or some family members, so I'm worried about them. Maybe this guy has friends. If you can talk your way out, you look like a weakling, whatever. You don't have to fight someone. It's way better than having to do this. Like, the stuff I do is because someone is trying to physically harm you, and you've done everything you can. And I'm going to teach you how to get rid of that person as quickly as possible and get somewhere safe. So, a couple of quick tips. I don't know if it's more important to you to be sending a tweet or checking your Facebook than getting mugged while you're walking to your car in the parking lot. But when you're going in dark places like parking lots, down the streets, don't be tweeting, don't be texting, like, see what's around you. Someone will walk up, grab your phone, punch you in the face, and they're gone with your stuff because you tweeted. For the young ladies, if you're at parties, try to stay with someone you know. Don't get drunk with people that you don't know. Don't, I know it's fun and stuff, but try to keep yourself in a good situation. All right, Austin, right? Yes. All right, come over here real quick. I'm going to show you guys something.
Another way to avoid a lot of fights, don't talk shit.
Yeah, stay right there. All right, let's say you're at a party, right? Yes. I don't know you, right? But I'm going to walk toward you. Okay.
Oh God.
What did you do? What did you do?
I didn't know what to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you saw me coming, right?
Yes.
You knew I was probably going to hurt you. You looked angry, right?
Yeah, yes.
So why did you let me get that close?
I have no
Exactly.
I wasn't sure.
If someone's coming at you like that, do something. Say something. If you're gonna walk at me like that and I don't know you, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, hey. I'm gonna start walking. And then if you keep coming towards me, I'm gonna be like, hey man, what's up? And I'm gonna put my hands up just like that or like this to keep you away from me and create some distance. Okay. So the reason I got that close to you and I was able to punch you is because you let me. Okay. I got right up to you. So if someone's trying to harass you, someone's coming up to you, like, yeah, like, hey, join the party. Like, what's up? There you go. All right, so that's everyone be lost in a nice little spot. All right, so that's what I'm saying. If you feel threatened, do something about it. Don't stand there. Hey, Kristen. Don't stand there and let someone attack you or hurt you or do something like that. So a lot of situations that people get into are because of alcohol, because they're drinking and they're talking stupid stuff. So there's some of your friends, you don't want to hurt them, but you know, so if someone attacks you or one of your friends attacks you, you don't want to hurt them or grabs you. You gotta have a way to do that without actually, you know, stabbing someone's eyes out, you know, going for the throat. So the first thing I'm gonna teach you guys is a very simple escape from a front choke, from a regular just two-handed choke. So let's say Austin is choking, right? He's mad at me. We're at a party. He's like, we're talking stuff. He's like, just grabs me, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, put your hands around me. It's alright, don't worry. I'm a big strong guy today. So the easiest way to get out of this, like most people are gonna come here or here, you know, try to go all around or try to do this and come around. This is all I'm talking about is getting out and getting yourself away. So put your hands around my neck actually. Okay. Now, all I'm gonna do is just my shoulders. See how his hands already let go? And now actually do it. Grab it. Don't worry about it. Look. So when I turn, his hands are already broken. See how my neck can already move? Now, to get past him actually, if he has a little resistance on it, I want everyone to take your hand and put it right here between your clavicle bones. You feel that? Now I want you to take your finger and just press down on those bones. Yeah, right? So it hurts, right? Yeah. Now what I'm going to do to create distance from his grab around my neck, I'm going to put my hand up so I can be like, hey, get off me. But as soon as I put my hand up, I'm finding that little spot in his clavicle, right between the two bones. And then when I push, I'm pushing down and I'm pushing away, just like this. Do you feel a little pain there? That's what you want. A little more pain.
That was called clavicle.
These are called these. Shoulder bone.
Oh,
okay. So a little in between right there. I don't know.
Clavicle.
Yeah. So there's that, and that's causing a little pain. Obviously, it'll get you out of the choke. From there, you can do whatever you like. You can run. You can push them away. You know, boom. But you've got a little distance, and you can come back and do something. And you haven't hurt them yet. If it's someone, you know, you care about, which probably isn't. Okay. Now, if someone that I don't know that has come up and we're talking bar, like I don't know this guy and he attacks me, I'm gonna assume he's trying to hurt me. So if that situation happens, you're out on the street and someone grabs you by the neck and says, "Hey, give me your money," someone's like, "Give me your money. Come on, let's go. Get out of money." Okay, I got it. Right? That's a little more scary. It's not the same thing.
How do I do the clavicle thing?
Exactly. How do you do the clavicle thing? You don't. This is what you do. That situation, someone is trying to hurt you, take your property, or sexually assault you. And you don't want that to happen. So, I understand this is Austin right now, but in this scenario, he's not Austin. He's an attacker. He's trying to steal my money, my cell phone, and kidnap my child. So when he grabs me, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull down here. See this right here? I'm going to throw my hands up. Like, hey, stop. But I'm going to come in between his hands, and I'm going to find this right here, this little groove between his arm, or between his forearm and his bicep. And I'm just going to yank down on it and see how that already pulls him towards me. Stand back up. And see, I'm going to do that, and at the same time, I'm going to shoot my palm right up at his jaw. So, I'm going to just do like this, and see how he's already on it. From there, all I have to do is keep pushing. Let me show you.
I'll do that again now. Come
here. Be flexible like you're moving, and I'll catch you. Don't worry about it. All right, so grab me. So all I'm going to do is come here, and I'm going to pull down, shoot up, and then just walk forward. And see how he's going? He's going to fall down. Nothing you can do about that. The reason that happens is because, like, if I push him here, and I push on his face, it's not going to do much. He can still stand up. See how he's still standing up? The thing you have to do, see where his center of gravity is? Now, look at that. He's already fallen over. All you have to do is pop that shin up, and you can just push back and he's going down. You don't have to use much strength. Now let's say we're in another situation, same thing, he's grabbing me, but you can't pull his arms down.
What if he grabs you at the chest?
He's a big guy, you know, he's giant, you can't do anything against that, right? He's choking you, you're doing this, nothing's happening, you're hitting his jaw and he's just laughing at you. You're obviously not going to be able to do this if he's that strong that you can't get his arms down. You might be able to break his hand, but he'll probably grab you again. So first thing I'm going to do, if I'm stuck here, is just shoot for a groin shot. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are, there's nothing you can do to combat that blow. You're just going to fall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here just like I did, and I'm going to shoot. See my knee? It just comes straight up and in. I'm not coming, I'm coming just right into it. Boom. Right there. Groin area. I don't know how better to explain that, but and see he's already doubled over there. Sorry. No, go back. Now here's one of my favorite things to do after the groin shot, because a lot of guys will just automatically go down. They don't have any strength, stamina, stability after that. Not that they should. But so here, I'm gonna shoot in and go for there, and then I'm gonna lock this arm and I'm gonna yank down. And see how he's coming with me? And now I'm just gonna stay on him. Okay, alright. Let's go, Austin. Alright, everyone give Austin a hand. He's doing awesome. Okay, so that was the front choke. Now, when you're in a fight, a lot of like street fights end up in terrible situations where you get locked in a headlock. You know, one guy's stuck, they don't know how to fight. One guy just got the guy in a headlock, just slamming away. Do I have anyone else that wants to be a volunteer? Okay. And these are just, I'm doing these because these are usually the most common things that happen in a fight. You usually don't see two guys going at and blocking and throwing, you know, takedown techniques like we know. But you do see guys come up and start brawling, and then all of a sudden one guy gets a headlock on the other, right? Let's do it from the other side. So he's got a headlock on me, right?
And a lot of times
He's
you
choking,
try to
right?
grab you, they don't squeeze tight enough so you can still breathe.
You see how you can hear my voice changing because he's got my voice box and my air pipe? So, first thing I'm going to do when I'm here is clear my airway. So all I'm going to do is take my hand, shoot into the groove of his arm right here, and just yank down. And I'm going to turn my head towards his body. And see how you can hear my voice change and now I'm talking regularly again? So now my airway's clear. From here, I'm going to reach over right here and grab his shoulders. Actually, the easiest thing to do is to come in. Let me show you one other thing real quick. So let's say he's a big, strong guy that I can't get off me, right? So he's like 200 pounds. I can't get him off me. I'm doing everything I can. This is called the this is called the pinch. So all I'm gonna do is take my hand. You might feel a slight pinch. Okay. And I'm gonna come into the center of his thigh right here and just pinch. And there's a nerve in here that when you pinch, he will let go. You got it?
Nope.
Okay.
I have that nerve.
Forget the pinch. Okay, so the pinch doesn't work, right? So that's not working. He's one of those weird people that doesn't have that. So now I've got this. What can I, like, I'm like, oh God, I'm stuck, and I panic, right? All I have to do, see my knee, see this knee? I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna jam it into his knee, and just fall. And look, now I'm on top of him. I've got his arm still. And now I'm on top. And now he's just sitting there waiting to get pounded.
Thank goodness we
Alright.
So the knee.
Yeah. And as you can see, you're not falling because you're not letting me take you down, right?
No.
I mean, I'm, okay.
That one.
Yeah, so he's got this. So all I'm going to do if I'm stuck in a headlock is just grab part of him so that he's not thrashing around. Have my airway cleared. I'm going to hold on to this. And I'm going to put my knee into his knee and just fall. And now I'm going to take this arm and I'm just going to come up however I can to lock it back. And now I can just hammer fist. If one of his buddies comes up, I can still fight.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Don't move.
They all end up looking so like romantic.
And I'll show you one other for the headlock that I like. That's another version. So here we are. All right.
I'm back here.
Airways clear?
Airway's clear. All I'm gonna do now is reach up and try to grab his face and swipe it up. And when I swipe it up, see how he opens up? And now I can just throw him back and he's going all the way down.
Oh wow.
And the simplest way, forget this one because I never use it, because this is more something that most people would use because they don't know as much about fighting. It's a simple like, hey, this guy's attacked me and I need to get out of here. Like you're scared, you just want to get out of here. All right, so when he's got me in the headlock, I'm gonna pull his arm down and see how I create that space. I'm gonna shoot in here, pull his arms, and step out.
You can just like walk away.
You just walk. You
So
can
you're
just,
like this.
Yep. You can just take off. Or you can turn around and butt him. So once again, here we are. He's got the headlock on you, right? Put it in. You pulled up a little bit. All right. See how I changed my voice? He's obviously choking me. Come here. In here. And then off.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
That was cool.
That was full speed. So, anyone want to try that? Let's all try it. Anyone want to try it?
Be interactive.
Everyone dressed up tonight?
Try.
All right. And then you're going to try it. Then we'll go on to something else. I just want to see someone else do it.
Right? So,
All right. So, what's your name?
Joe.
Joe, you're going to put Austin in a headlock. All right. Put him in a decent head. Don't choke him too much.
I'm not gonna choke.
Okay.
All right. Now, Austin, first thing I want you to remember is when anything's happening, make sure you have a good base. So there you go. Yeah, get that base in your little. Okay. Now I want you to reach up with your right hand in between in between right here.
Okay.
Now I want you to yank that down. Turn your head towards his body. Up. See, breathe now. Now, if you have to yank a little farther down, then you do that. Now slide your hand under your chin and through his body.
Fast.
Slap.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yank and pull. You got it?
That's
Do it again, faster.
Okay, do it
I want to
again.
be courteous with everyone.
Let him,
Okay.
don't give him too much resistance. I'm just gonna try it. If you gotta pull a little farther down on his arm, you can do that, but clear your airway however you need to.
Shoot it.
other
There
way.
you go. Oh, and remember, turn your head towards the body.
Towards the body.
Yeah,
Okay.
towards the body.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Yay, Austin. Okay. I'm gonna show you some quick confrontation techniques. These are my favorite. They're easy, they're vicious, they're lethal, and they will do severe damage to anyone you use them on. So
Then let's have a girl come on that.
let's just remember that these techniques I'm about to show you are for life-threatening situations when you think your life is threatened.
Alright, Chris.
Alright, someone come up here.
Parental advisory. Thanks.
Chris,
All
you
right.
signed your waiver, right?
So let's say I'm Kristen's boyfriend, and me and her at a party, and I'm getting drunk, and I'm like, hey, you shut your mouth while I'm yelling at her, right? So obviously she's feeling threatened. So what you do? Yeah, leave. Go find someone else. That's a great idea. But let's say you're stuck in a room with him and he's blocking the door. So you want to put your hands up and be like, hey, calm down. Right? I'm like, no, you need to listen to me. I'm trying to tell you this. And then I go to grab you or something, right? And I'm trying to get you to go into bed or something, right? Something you don't want to do. So the first thing, the easiest thing to do right here is I'm just going to shoot my hand right into your eyeballs. And then, okay. I'm going to put my hand into her eyes, just like this. I'm going to make like a little tiger claw, you know? But with my finger just a little bent. And I'm going to shoot that towards the bridge of her nose right here. And then I'm going to let it go up into the eyeballs. I'm going to slide it up all the way in. Once you get in, her head's going to be a little farther back. So all I'm going to do is put my weight and pressure forward and then come down. And that's going to rip the flesh from her eyeballs.
Oh, Jesus.
Fingernails. So
Oh, that's what you meant by.
yeah,
Wow.
this, like I'm saying, this is a very
That's
deadly
so-
technique called the eye guide.
I was like, is this another nerves thing?
No, it's a very lethal attack. It's painful. So that's why I'm telling you, this is for when your life is threatened, especially with a girl with nails like see how she's got those nails, you throw that into an eyeball and scrape down, even with a little bit of pressure. So there's that. That's the
Bueno,
action.
está, no.
In your fight ball, so you put your hands up. Okay, I don't want to fight. Let's calm down. Let's go outside. And I'm just like, hey, get over here. Yep.
Down.
But just, I mean, you want to aim all your fingers for the eyes. I know you're worried about my face. And then go in, and then in and down. So like, yeah. So like if you're pushing on this, you can push in and then down. Yeah, that's basically what you want to do. You want to try?
It's not gonna kill them, is it? Or is it just gonna be?
No,
like,
no, it's not
really
gonna kill them, but they're gonna be
uncomfortable?
blind. They're gonna be bleeding from their eyes, and like there's really no coming back from that in fighting. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So, you want?
Yes.
All right, so there's that one.
Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Calm down.
Yeah.
Down.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yay. So, obviously, another easy one for girls to do in a situation like this is the groin shot. I mean, it's not very difficult. I don't like the groin shot because people can fall on you. That's why I always pull them down afterwards. But if someone does grab you and you do that, okay, so let's say I'm grabbing you.
Okay.
So go, just. I'm not worried about it. I'm actually. Okay, let's come a little further this way. Alright, so I grab you, right? Boom. And you want to, like I said, you're not just bringing up your knee, like you're, like a door hinge, or like it's on a hinge, and you're bringing it up and in. Because you want them talking in a high pitch voice. Yeah, here, I'll stand here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so after that, after you deliver the groin, like grab me. Alright, so after I deliver the groin, I'm coming up for your hand, and I'm just gonna take it, and I'm gonna come down like this. I'm gonna come down like this, and just bring you all the way down with it. So, when I reach for you, you're gonna put, like make, there, yeah. You don't know. There. And you just pull down, pull backwards. Yep, see? And down. And then come on top. And when you come on, the point of pulling the person down is so that you can gain dominance and position over them. So when you come down, when you're coming down, just fall very slowly. So I'm coming, through your knees. Okay. Now, when I get you, you can lay all the way down.
Okay.
So when I come here, see where I'm at already? And how my knees are already getting ready to go behind her arm? And now I've got an arm bar on her. And there's nothing she can do about it. So that's what you want. Now, if she keeps struggling, I feel really bad about this.
Here, you want me to do it? You want to do it on me?
Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I just feel bad.
You can do it on me.
So that's where you want to end up, is on top of your opponent. And if they keep giving you trouble, then you take your other knee, and instead of putting it behind, you take one knee behind the arm, then you take the other knee on the back of the neck. And then you just sit there and you just wait for someone to come help you or for them to calm down.
Is that called time out?
That is called time. All right. So I'm going to teach you a couple of takedowns from a punch in case someone does punch at you. This is pretty standard, easy ones. This is my favorite. Let's switch Kristen out with
Caesar.
Caesar? Yeah, Caesar. Feels really weird throwing a girl to the ground. Alright, so let's say me and Caesar are in a fight, or we're at a party and we've come to the point where we've decided we're going to fight each other. And Caesar's like, come on. I see him coming at me. He's like, he just throws that wild haymaker, right, that everyone throws at a party because they're drunk, so they're out. Boom. Oh, you alright? So that's the block. It's that simple. See how easy it was? Just like that. And now he can't. And leave your hand there when I do it. And see where his hand is? His hand is nowhere near my face. My arm is all the way out. Push as hard as you can against my arm. See how I'm keeping him there? If I do it here, now I'm pushing my arm. Yeah, see, I mean, I'm a strong dude, but he's pushing me down more than it should be. And if I do it all the way here, swing your hand. Oh, yeah. You can just do that and hit me in the face still. So you want it right in the middle of his forearm. You want the outside of your forearm striking the inside of it. See how this mark right here? That's from my elbow, from my forearm hinges, and that's what you want. Sorry about that. That hurts. It's fine. But you're attacking his attack, basically. You don't want to react. You want to act.
So it's like a parry kind of? Is that what it's called?
Kind of. It's a block and an attack. I mean, parry.
It's like you stop the motion before it becomes a full motion thingy.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it that way.
And if
I
you
look
do
at
that
it as,
arm, if it's gonna hurt your arm. Like,
yeah, I mean, it
like,
hurts
it's not
after.
gonna be
It hurts. If I do it full speed, his arm's gonna hurt really bad. But that's because I'm trying to hurt. So, all it is it's literally this. If you put your arm up and do this, you've got more, yep, you got it. And now you strengthen your arm. Okay, make sure you keep your hand together. That's only because if you get your fingers caught on something and one of them breaks. So I always keep a stiff, rigid knife hand. So we call it the Marine Corps. I know it sounds a little violent. Sorry. It's an art school. I know. Okay, so that's all I'm doing is this right here. That's the block for a punch. Let's go same thing on the other side. Same thing. Now if he throws 2 punches, he throws that hook or like a jab cross combo. All I have to do is boom, or see, and then come inside. And then he throws the other one, and I go outside. If he does the other way, he throws a hook, and then a jab. I'm right there the whole time. I'm just using one arm to block all his attacks. Now that we've got the block down, we go into punishing him for trying to punch us. All right. So same concepts as the other blocks and the other counters where you tap his chin up. This is a very simple, very awesome, easy, effective move. Lets you move straight through your opponent without having to deal with anything else. There's no hip tossing. There's no crazy techniques to get down. It's just this guy's trying to hit me. I'm stopping him. Okay. So step a little farther forward and relax when you start going back. I'll catch you. Okay. So throw that hook. So he's throwing that hook. I'm stopping it. And see, whenever I do that, I step in and attack him. And see how I'm sliding closer to him. The reason I slide closer to him, if I need to use that knee somewhere. But right now I don't. So I'm stopping him. I'm going to grab hard of him because I want control of him. So that's why I always keep that knife. And now I got a hook on him. And I'm going to strike at his face. And see how his chin's already going up? Then I'm going to swipe it up and just push back. And see when he starts going.
You start walking.
And you just walk through him. There's no hip toss. There's no leg hook, leg sweep. It's just
That is so.
And the reason we do this style was invented for the Israeli military, wearing a bunch of gear. That's why everything's so compact, straightforward, and right there. So let's say Austin is.
Oh, I wanted to be nice.
Let's say Austin's standing here. You stand right there. Caesar, you come up here. You stand here. Right here. So let's say they're standing. No, turn face me. So let's say I'm in a bar or something. That's his friend. This is Caesar. Caesar throws a punch. His friend sees him, starts running at me. Boom! I'm dumped. This guy's already done. His friend, now his friend's running at me. I'm already ready to go. There's no. I don't have to try to hook hip toss him or hook step him. All I'm doing is, and we'll do that again. Come at me as soon as you see him throw a punch. Okay. Boom. And then boom.
Okay.
All right.
I went down in sheer
You just keep
intimidation.
going.
So you're saying all these techniques are designed with full gear though?
Yeah, all these techniques are designed with full military armor, military backpack, like all that stuff on. That's why everything is so, like, the punches, the hook for capop is just here, and then swinging around. It's not even like turning your body. It's super short. So the way this one works, all right, you can sit down if you want to. So the way this one really works, and the reason it works, is once you block and hit the face, you're swiping up. See where my hand is already? This part of my hand? You don't mind my hand doing this. I wash that fine. You're hooking the nose, and that nose makes just the and see his head's up now? And all I have to do is push back, and he's, boom, going down. And that's the end of that. No complicated techniques, no size, no nothing.
What if he tries to hit you with his other hand?
Well, you have them up in the air.
I mean, honestly,
it's too quick. Yeah, it's too quick.
This thing is, I'm showing it one move at a time, but when I do it, like, all I'm doing is I'm coming here, and I'm already here and ready to take him down. So, I mean, if he's got time to throw that other punch, he's either a really, really good fighter, and I'm going to get my butt whooped, or something crazy is going on. From that, he shouldn't have time. But, I mean, let's say he does have time. All right, do it. Throw that. And I'm here, okay? I'm standing here for some odd reason for a minute. He's trying to throw a punch. do that, I guess. Or
I
if
was
you
thinking
just,
the same thing.
What if you?
yeah, it kind of makes a bar already to block you. So.
Yeah.
What if you grab his other hand, step behind him, and pull him backwards?
I guess you could. I mean, if he's trying to attack me, I'm gonna go through him. I'm gonna get him down as quick as I can, and that's it. Like, the other one that I teach with this that is super effective that I love is this. And this is pretty much the only other. These two takedowns will pretty much win any fight for you if you can get them done correctly, and they're pretty simple to do. So this is my other favorite. So he throws his punch, right? So throw like a straight cross. So I'm coming here, and now instead of going on the outside, like I did in the first one, I'm coming on the inside. And I'm passing him here and over. And when I come in, I'm coming around, and I'm grabbing the top of his face by the nose, and now I'm just going to rip his head down. And that's going to drop his body to the ground. So this one is made pretty much for the same reason as the first one, to get through the guy. Or let's say I see him and he tries to fight me, I've got another guy behind him, so it comes in, I come here, boom, rip his head down, and now I've got the other guy waiting for me on that side.
You step on top of him to get to him.
Yeah. Just different ways. And honestly, if I've got two guys I gotta fight, when he throws his punch, I'm probably gonna do something and put him somewhere where I can actually like fight him like this and keep this other guy. And if I have a gun, so right now I've got his head, so, and his arm. And if he's giving me trouble and like his friend's coming at me and I gotta do something, all I have to do is come here and I'm just gonna push down his head. See this arm I'm gonna yank up? Yeah, and see how he's going over? I'm just going to do that. Just boom, flip him over, and then you're fighting. Okay. So we got a couple of punches, right? How much time do I have left? We got a couple of headlock, couple punches. Is there anything anyone wants to see, or would like to see a counter to, or maybe something that they think might happen to them or has happened to them, they don't know how to get
You
out
showed
of it?
me a gun, but what about a knife now? Somebody's got a knife.
A knife?
Yeah, they're trying to stick you up with a knife.
Okay, someone give me, here, you'll take this. Okay. So, okay, if he's holding me up with a knife, or he's got his knife and he's getting, okay.
Ah, both.
You got
Those
a
are
knife.
both scary
You're gonna
situations.
try this is an unarmed, because I'm unarmed, knife, disarm. Okay, so he's gonna come at me, all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move his knife, I'm gonna move away from the knife. So I'm gonna push his hand, I'm not trying to grab his hand, I'm not trying to catch him, I'm just trying to get the knife away from me. And then once I'm here, let's come back this way. Do it again. So I'm coming here, now my body's away from the knife. The knife is somewhere where I can grab it. All I'm gonna do is collapse his hand and pull down like this. And now I'm gonna pull backwards and down, and that's gonna drop him. And then I'm gonna go my fingers on top of his fingers on the knife, and I'm gonna rip it out, and now I have his knife.
It's just like a roll, I lost that.
Yeah, it's like, so. That was something a little too. Yeah.
My favorite one.
So use the back end of this pen.
Wait, yeah, put the cap on.
Okay. So the technique for the knife is just a wrist lock. So here's his wrist. Here's his arm. Now this does not, if I push down on it, it hurts a little bit, right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. If I push down, it hurts a little bit. But if I push down and pull towards me, see how he's already, yeah. Yeah. And you just take the knife. But that's how you get a knife. From a low one. I don't know who would attack you like this, but they teach it. If you attack overhanded, don't ever attack anyone like this. Just don't.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor and just don't. One of the easiest ones from here is just to come up and see how I'm reinforcing my arm with his. Now, you know what? Those aren't even awesomer ones. Okay, just do this. So all I'm gonna do is my regular block. Now I'm gonna come down, and let's say his knife's a little. Look up. There. Let's say he's got a longer knife, right? So all I'm gonna do is do my normal block. Then I'm gonna come down on his forearm, and I'm gonna slide my hand towards his wrist, and see how the knife's already coming out of his hand. And now I just spin my arm. Boom. That's because his fingers get caught it makes like a lock on his arm. So when I do it, do it again. And I come down and see how it's already out. That's just from my arm sliding down it. And if it's a double-edged knife, you won't cut yourself. It'll be on the flat edge. Though you'll probably cut yourself a little. That's enough. You're gonna get cut. It's a knife. All right, deal.
It's better than getting stabbed in the stomach or something.
Yeah, it's better than getting stabbed in the face, stomach, or anywhere else. Just like good foot. Okay. Anything else? Anything else anyone wants to see? Oh, you know what's a good one? Bear hug. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so he's got me. He comes up to me. One of his buddies is talking shit, right? So he bear hugs me, right? I'm like, oh God, no! What do I do? All I'm gonna do is step forward, grab his arms, and just turn.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Step forward and turn.
Are you okay? Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Everyone give Caesar a hand. Yay. So that's a pretty simple one. Did anyone need to see that again?
I want
Maybe.
you to try on
Try on that.
Just kind of.
Go Tim.
Okay, so we got the bear hug.
No softies.
No softies.
Okay, we'll let Tim do the other one. We'll let Tim do the around my under the arms. Under the arms. So under the arms. Now let's see. He's got the bear hug on, right? I can't obviously. If I step forward, yeah, it's gonna take him off balance a little bit. He can step forward with me, but I can't break this just pushing down on it. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my hands. See these fists? I'm gonna take these knuckles right here, and I'm gonna ram them into the top, these bones on the top of his hand, and just crack, crack. And he's gonna let go. He will let go. Yeah. Once he lets go, I can pretty much do whatever I want. I mean, come here, snap his arm back. Oh God, I'm so sorry. You're good. This ain't the first time I got hit. But yeah, so that's from. But the important thing to remember is to get out of this, because this, if he's holding that and he's a big strong guy and his friend's coming at me, there's really not much. I don't want to fight him from here. I really don't. So just.
What if you're a girl? Then you can obviously hit him down.
Let's see.
Oh no, like here. Let me show
While
you.
you're hitting his knuckles, can't you headbutt
Take
him
your hand and
backwards?
do this on the top of your head. Just do it lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that? That's from you doing it lightly.
Candace is like,
Not kidding. Yeah, if you have rings, use the rings, but you can feel how that is a lot softer than most of the hand, because there's a bunch of exposed nerves, the bones on top. So if you come on that slamming, it's gonna hurt and they're gonna let go. And if they don't let go, keep going. Just. I'll do that all day.
Also, can you headbutt him backwards?
You can do that. I don't like to use my head to attack, honestly, because the rear of my head, because it's a lot. I don't really strengthen the rear of my head or the front. But I mean, obviously, if I'm here and he's not letting go, I can turn, boom, elbow, elbow. If I need to, I can come up and over and down with the elbow. That's one of my favorites. Just boom. So the point of capop. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I've taught you guys a couple of things to get you out of a couple of different situations, but the point of capop is to get out and get out alive. So I've been bit, pinched, poked, everything. Like my instructor has literally bit me on the chest to get out of.
Let's say, what kind of bars you go to?
He's from Israel. He's like a 60-year-old dude. He will bite you. He'll pinch you. They have a technique called magic fingers, which involves the posterior end of you, and it's not pleasant at all. It's a headlock. It's a get out of a headlock technique, but yeah. So do whatever you have to. If their arms aren't bending, go for their groin. If their groin isn't available or exposed, go for their eyeball. I mean, open it. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's standing back, or maybe he's got a cup, or maybe your legs are stuck behind him. Go for the eyeballs. If the eyeballs aren't there, go for the neck and the throat. Do something. It only takes 8 pounds of pressure to rip a human person or human.
Are there any
ear off,
MMA fighters that practice capop?
What's that?
Are there any semi-famous or famous MMA fighters that do capop?
I don't think so. I don't know. They might have it in their training, but I don't know if they do it specifically.
So it's called capop.
It's called capop, yeah. It's like Krav Maga, it's just the military version of Krav.
It's like capop.
Yeah. So, has anyone got any other questions? Because I have to go to work in 8 minutes.
If you're
Thank
in,
you.
he's gonna do a longer demo for you.
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
get
do
involved on
like a
Friday.
2-hour demo.